Fly Viva and Ian Converse. Chris, if you could start with an opening statement.
Yeah, I mean, we knew SUNY Cortland was, a prolific offensive team. I mean, they averaged close to 80 points a game, and I think they showed why tonight. I mean, they have a lot of weapons, a lot of versatility. Their post players can step out and shoot, and also I think the J.P. Regan kid, really was able to take us off the dribble as well. It's hard to help against them because they have so many shooters, and they didn't shoot the three particularly well tonight, which was our major emphasis. But sort of, I think, in a nutshell, we knew they would score a lot, and we would have to put the ball in the basket. And our issue all year has been scoring. We just haven't been able to score enough. And in a game like this, scoring 50 points just isn't going to get it done. So our guys battled, our guys tried real hard, our guys, were focused all week, but we just didn't have enough.
Rich?
Yeah, I guess to say, Ian, it was you guys made a run in the first half that you kind of were just leading the charge, so to speak, on, and just maybe seemed like you guys had a lot of success getting inside right there. Just speak to that run there and the momentum you got out of it.
Yeah, I think we got a couple, 2 or 3 baskets in a row that kind of narrowed the gap a little bit there. We were getting some good looks, and we kind of got away from that a little bit. I personally got a little hesitant attacking the rim and stuff. We just got some good looks there, kind of narrowed it down.
What was the hesitancy from?
I'm not sure. It was just I just think we kind of stayed away from it as a team. I know that was our emphasis, was getting it in to work against their bigs. So our big guys are pretty skilled, and we could take advantage of that matchup, but we kind of didn't really get it as many times as we wanted to down there.
And Clyde, maybe just come out in the second half. You're kind of obviously aware of the situation, and you're able to attack a couple on right away, which really put you in a hole. And anything you kind of feel like in the second half? I mean, coming out in the second half, kind of starting slow. Surprised by that? Or?
We typically don't try to start slow.
Yeah.
So we try to get the ball inside. Our whole game plan was getting the ball inside and getting open looks. But credit to them, they shot the ball better than us today. We just didn't make enough shots.
Maybe just I guess you're one of 4 seniors. Just maybe speak to. It's tough right now, but just the fact that can you kind of put the year in perspective? I mean, 20 wins and get to the NCAAs.
20 wins is definitely not a bad season. I mean, for this program, they get Barkley gets 20 wins about every single year. So 20 wins is a good season for us. I just wish we got enough momentum to push it a little bit further. But we have to understand that it's not a horrible season, but we just wish we had a little bit more momentum to get it a little farther.
And maybe just finally, and again, I know it's tough because you're in the moment, but it seems like there's a lot to look forward to with next year with this group coming back.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough thinking ahead already, just coming after the game, but yeah, we definitely have a good squad coming back. I know we lost 4 seniors, some really good key contributors, but we have a lot to look forward to, and I think keep working in the off season, we'll be right back here hopefully.
It's good with those guys. Good. Yeah, I just
Chris?
Just staying in with them? Or?
Yep, I'll take the 2 student athletes back.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
And I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah,
You guys find your way back.
That's right. I'll move backward.
Chris, I mean, you guys got a little hole in the first half. It seems like it's tough playing catch up against those guys in particular. And I guess the one stat that stood out to me, 16 for 20 from inside the 3-point line today.
Yeah, I think they were smart because they shoot about 33s a game. So certainly to defend them, you've got to try to run them off the line. And what I thought they did well was they shot faked us and drove it by us when we tried to run them off the line. So that's good basketball. And I think they've got a good mature group, a good group of senior guys that know how to play together. And we weren't really there yet. I think our offense was very choppy. We haven't had a rhythm offensively really all year. So I think tonight was sort of a microcosm of our issues this year. But they've got a lot of weapons. So when you're dealing with a team with a lot of weapons, you got to try to pick your poison, so to speak. And we tried to take away the 3-point shot, and I'm not surprised hearing the stats that they're 16 for 20 means we really didn't defend around the basket very well.
I know that the stats, the rebound total are even, but in the first half, kind of to say where they at least asserted themselves in the game, it was 10 to 2 second chance points in the first half, and I think they out rebounded. He was like +8 maybe.
Yeah,
in the first half.
one of the keys for us was because they do shoot so many deep threes, typically that leads to long rebounds. And one of the things that we really emphasized and worked on was trying to corral those long rebounds and then turn them into offense for us, because anytime we can get any easy offense, we need to take advantage of it. But they beat us to some of those offensive rebounds on the long missed shots, and they converted them. And those are backbreakers, because you force a contested shot, you make them miss, you don't come up with that basketball, and they convert. That really hurts you, and I think we were a little bit of an emotional team this year, in that we could get on real highs, but we could also go in real long droughts. And I think what happened tonight was, we weren't getting anything rolling, and we went into such a long scoring drought. We just couldn't pull ourselves out of it.
And I didn't see your NewMac semifinal loss, but couldn't help but notice you had 5 losses in the season, going into tournament play all by 5 points or less, and back-to-back double-digit losses. And any connection between the two of them there?
Yeah, this is something that we have to deal with. I don't know if it has anything to do with our academic calendar. I just look at that as an excuse, though, that our guys are in final exams. Because we're practicing fine. I think we're ready to play. I think it's something that not only this team but our program's going to have to rectify if we ever want to play in a Final Four. So we keep getting back here to the NCAA. I think 10 years of the last 12, but we haven't played past the first weekend since I think 2005. That's on me. The burden of those span one person's tenure. That's mine.
But it's just the two. There was nothing you can't pinpoint for the 2 losses. Just I don't know, 16 and whatever it was today. There's nothing that connected the 2 games, so to speak.
Yeah.
Or you're saying it's because of the gaps?
I don't know. I think in these, every game's a little bit different. I don't think, I think with tonight, it's a lot different opponent than MIT was. They're totally contrasting styles. I think the common denominator is, I think we have got to mature, as a team. I think our young guys, we need them to grow up and, mature and go through situations like this. And because we got a lot of talent with the freshman, sophomore, and junior class, but we've got to get them to mature so they know how to handle these situations better. And the bottom line is you got to play well, and we haven't played well in those 2 games, so we're not going to get a good result.
So
All right, thank you.